Hello, this is William Austin again, and just going to give you a course lesson here on the modulation effects, the flanger, the phaser, and the chorus. And what I have queued up right now are some samples here of synth horn stabs, Wurlitzer type electric piano, and a regular piano. And I'm running this in Sony Acid Music Studio. It has some good effects. And I have set up here a chorus, the flanger, and within the flange effect, since they're modulation effects and they run similarly, I have the phaser in here too. Now the flanger is one of the most simplest modulation effects. You mix two identical signals together, one being delayed by a constantly varying period, around 20 milliseconds. And you get a sort of a whooshing effect as the various peaks and valleys are created in the sonic spectrum. So it's also known as comb filtering. So here's an example as I play it. It's set for a slow flange. So you can see with the effect, I can adjust the rate. And you have the depth of the effect. So just by changing the rate and the depth, you get different sound, and of course you can adjust the dry out and the wet out of the signal. Now basically flanging was introduced by a Beatles engineer, Ken Townsend, who worked at Abbey Road Studios. Just want to give you a little history. And you played back two copies at the same time on two cassette decks, and you kind of adjusted the speed of the decks, and you got your flanging sound. So closely related to that sound is the phaser. And with the phaser you add in, basically you play back two copies of the same material. Originally it was on two tape machines, and you had different motor speeds with tape machines, so you got a shifting in the signal. And basically, if you modulate the playback speed of this by a regular period, you can get various effects. So let's take a listen to that, and you can set up the different frequencies. But right now I'll just set up a phaser, just a basic phaser here, and play the track. Make some adjustments. Change the frequency. Resonance. Try different phaser. So there you go with the phaser, various different effects and different things you can do with it. The final effect here is going to be chorus, so I'm going to cut off the phaser flange and go to chorus. Now I didn't let you guys hear the normal sound here, so here's how it usually sounds, dry. Okay, so now we're going to affect it with the chorus. And the chorus is like flanging, and it's produced by mixing the original signal with one of the more pitch-shifted copies of that signal, and then you modulate it with an LFO. So the main difference between the chorus and the flanging effects is the length of the delays between the original affected signals, because choruses have longer delays, and the amount of the processed signal fed back into the processor. So choruses typically have none fed back, and the number of copies produced by the effect. So the chorus may have two or more. And so we're going to take a look at the chorus effect here. I'm going to set up with the basic chorus 1 and see what type of effect we get. Let me enable it. Here we go. So this is William Austin, just showing you some effects here. Thanks for listening to me again, and I hope you're enjoying this class. Thanks again.